Hey guys, what is up? Zero here. Welcome back to Monika After Story. Oh, she's looking at my mouse.
Monika After Story.
So it's been a bit since we visited this one. This time though, on our visit to Monika After Story, we're not gonna play Pong or chess with Monika. I feel like it's been getting too redundant. So this time we're gonna really go through these conversations more.
I'm just gonna talk, yeah.
Do it very often. Let's get some talk. Let's get some conversations going. Everybody, let's talk with Monika. What's Monika gotta say? See, she's cute. Actually, she has some new questions we can ask her too, so I should probably do those. Actually, so.
You know, I've been really curious lately, Zero. We've been together a while now, so I think it's the right time to ask.
Oh.
How much dating experience do you have? Like, have you ever been in a relationship before? Maybe more than once?
Well, you see, Monika, I have been in one.
In one.
So I guess you don't have a lot of experience, huh? That's okay, Zero. I can relate too, so don't worry. Yeah, I may appear like a girl who gets all the guys, but really I don't. Especially with how occupied I've kept myself over the years. I just never had the time. Not that it matters anyway. None of it was real. But I think I'm ready for something special. With you, Zero. Are you ready?
You know, I feel like that kind of feels canon. I feel like Monika would be the type of girl to not really like have a boyfriend for like a good bit.
Yeah.
Until like maybe like the MC shows up.
Mhm.
Oh, what the hell is this? I was supposed to ask a question.
Zero, are you good at listening to criticism?
I like to think I am.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times where I'll be like, "Hey, fuck you," but like,
Oh my god, no.
well, no, like, I don't vocally say that to them. But there are times where, like, yeah, it's like criticism can kind of like, it depends on the days sometimes. Sometimes you're just not in the mood. So like your
Fuck
day,
you, buddy.
yeah, like your day's already kind of like shit. So like you see someone like giving you criticism, you're like, hey, you know what?
You know what? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? Fuck you. But yeah, but
Oh no.
I like to think I'm pretty decent at it.
Yeah. Me too.
I feel like it's way too easy to get caught up in your own way of thinking if you're not careful. And it isn't all that surprising. Changing your mind isn't easy because it means you have to admit you're wrong in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In particular, for people faced with great expectations, this kind of logic can easily become a big source of anguish. What if others think less of you because you didn't give a perfect answer? What if they start rejecting you or laugh behind your back? It'd be like showing some kind of vulnerability for others to take advantage of. But let me tell you, there's absolutely no shame in changing your mind, Zero. After all, we all make mistakes, don't we? What matters is what we learn from those mistakes. Personally, I've always admired people who can acknowledge their flaws and still work in a constructive way to overcome them. So don't feel bad next time you hear someone criticize you. You'll find a bit of open-mindedness really goes a long way. Open-mindedness really goes a long way. Not mindlessness. Please don't be dumb, Zero.
Yeah.
At the same time, I don't mean to say you have to go along with what everyone says, either. If you've got an opinion, it's totally fair to defend it. But just make sure you actually consider it without being blindly defensive. You never know what you might learn.
Oh, that's cute. Hold up. Let's switch the song to a Pollyanna. Why not? We got some questions. So, we got. What's your favorite kind of chocolate? Ooh.
Oh, that's a tough question. I think if I had to pick, it would be dark chocolate.
Yes!
I don't know. I like milk chocolate.
Of course you fucking do.
But what's wrong with that?
Child.
What do you mean, child?
Can't handle adult chocolate. Like dark
Adult chocolate?
Yeah.
Adult chocolate. Okay.
You and your fake milk chocolate.
It contains very little or no milk, so it has a less creamy texture, but a nice bitter sweet taste.
That fits with the fact that she likes black coffee.
See, I don't like black coffee, but I love dark chocolate.
See, you don't make sense. She does.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing with me, but
You're a defective, Monika.
that's rude.
All Monikas are. I'd like to imagine that all the Monikas are different. Some Monikas like dark chocolate, some of them like white chocolate. But they all like have the thing that they all like chocolate, but they all like different flavors of chocolate.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's rich in antitoxins and can give some cardiovascular benefits. In moderation, of course. The taste kind of reminds me of a mocha coffee. Maybe the similarity in flavors is why I like it most. However, if I were drinking coffee, I think I might prefer milk or white chocolate for balance.
Thank you.
White chocolate is especially sweet and soft, containing no cocoa solids at all, and just the cocoa butter, milk, and sugar. I think it would make a nice contrast to an especially bitter drink, like espresso. But I haven't even thought about chocolate with fillings, like caramel or fruit.
She is just going on a fucking...
If I try to pick a favorite of those, I think we might be here all day.
Yeah.
Maybe we could share a big variety box someday. I think it'll be fun to compare our top picks.
As I say, she is just all about chocolate.
Bro, I could talk about how much chocolate I like for hours too.
Crazies. Subjects and objects. I think that was a part of her. That's a part of her. I think.
Yeah, her coding thing.
No, not coding. That's a. I think it's poetry tip, writing tips. Yeah, that's her writing tip. If I could have swore. And I think it is. Is it? It's something. Python? No, it wasn't Python, because Python's comparisons and booleans.
Yeah.
Booleans. Oh my god, we could do. Can you check for new music? Oh my lord, there was a question.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Can you tell me? Can you tell someone happy birthday for me? Oh, that's cute. I forgot you could do that. Virtual YouTube. Alright. Draw. Life. Grammar tips. Those grammar tips. That's what it was. Subjects and objects. Do I want grammar tips? That's not very the most interesting thing to ask. We'll just let her bring up random conversations now.
Okay.
I do kind of want to click "Can you draw?" though. I might do that afterwards because I'm curious. I want to see if my like funny thing I gave Monika and Vigilante works here.
Yeah.
I wonder if she also can't draw an after story. That'd be like a funny thing, and then it's like, okay, now I need to ask Dan if Monika can draw.
What do you think about renewable energy, Zero? It was a hot topic in the debate club. Humanity's reliance on technology grows, so does its demand for energy. Currently, a large percentage of energy worldwide is produced by burning fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are time-tested, efficient, and have widespread infrastructure, but they're also non-renewable and emission-heavy. Mining and drilling for fossil fuels creates both air and water pollution, and things like oil spills and acid rain can devastate plants and wildlife alike. So why not use renewable energy instead? One issue is that each type of renewable energy is a developing industry with its own drawbacks. Hydropower is flexible and cost-efficient, but it can drastically impact the local ecosystem. Countless habitats are disrupted, and entire communities may even need to be relocated. Solar power and wind power are mostly emission-free, but they're heavily reliant on specific weather for consistency. Not to mention that wind turbines are pretty loud and are often seen as eyesores, creating drawbacks to those living near them.
Yeah, no one wants to fucking live near a wind turbine.
Yeah.
Geothermal power is reliable and great for heating and cooling, but it's expensive, location-specific, and it can even cause earthquakes. Nuclear power is, well, let's just say that it's complicated. The point is that while fossil fuels have problems, renewable energy does as well. It's a tricky situation. Neither option is perfect. So, what do I think? Well, a lot of progress has been made on renewable energy in the past decade. Dams are regulated better, the efficiency of photovoltaics has improved, and there are emerging technologies such as ocean power and enhanced geothermal systems. biomass is an option as well. It's basically a more sustainable transition fuel that can make use of fossil fuel infrastructure. Yes, renewable energy still has ways to go in terms of cost and practicality, but it's far better now than it was 30 years ago. Because of that, I think that renewable energy is a worthwhile investment and that the road ahead is a bright one. Literally! Sorry, I got carried away there. Debates sure are something, huh?
Well, there you go. Renewable energy for
Oh,
everyone.
look at her. Look at her. She's like happy. Oh,
He's really
Now she's back
happy
to
about.
normal.
He's really happy about renewable fuels.
yeah.
I want to see if she can draw. Drive. Where's the? I think it's in what? Monica? No, we were just in Monica.
Monica. Oh,
I think it would
Misk.
something. Misk.
Misk.
Oh, maybe Misk. If you ever been to 4chan, I forgot you could ask her that. Media. Can you draw?
Can you draw?
I don't have a lot of experience with drawing, Zero.
Haha!
I'm just interested in literature, and I've been learning the piano in my spare time. If you'd like to create artwork, though, I'd love to see it. I'd be impressed by anything you show me, to be honest. If it's really good, I might even add it to the room.
Aw, cute. But
We gotta add a feature where they can put. You can add.
I think
artwork.
there actually is like a sub mod where you can like put things in your room. I mean, I know there's a lot of sub mods that that edit the background. They have like furniture and shit.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I might do that someday because I mean, mine's just kind of barren. Like they got
Yeah.
like couches and shit, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Zero, I've been wondering. Have you ever given anyone criticism?
Yes,
Yes.
a lot. I've played about 50 mods, Monica. I've given criticism a lot.
Oh yes.
People hate me probably.
Giving good criticism is something I had to learn when I became club president. This kind of thing is easy to mess up if not done properly. When giving criticism, you have to keep in mind someone is at the receiving end of that critique. You can't just look at someone's work and say, it's bad. You'll instantly put them on the defensive and ensure they don't listen to what you have to say.
Exactly. A lot of people, the fact that a lot of people still don't know this is actually very, like, upsetting to me. It's like, you have to
Yeah?
explain why something is bad or why you don't like it. You can't just say, I don't like it. Like,
Yeah.
or you can, or you just don't know why you don't like it, go further into it. Be like, I don't really know why I don't like it, it just kind of doesn't rub me the wrong way, you know? And then say what you like about it probably and try to see if you can maybe figure it out. Like, if you don't know why you don't like it, then that's fine, but then say that. Don't just say, this is bad, or I don't like it.
What matters is what the other person can gain from listening to you. From this premise, even negative opinions can be voiced in a positive way. It's like debate. You have to make it sound like you're sharing your opinion rather than forcing it down their throat. Consequently, you don't have to be an expert to criticize something. Just explaining how it makes you feel or for what reasons is often enough to make your feedback interesting. Although, don't feel bad if the person you're criticizing decides to discard what you just said. After all, offering an opinion doesn't automatically make you right, either. They might have reasons why they'd want to keep things their way.
That is also true. Just because you give your opinion, don't expect people to change it because of your opinion.
Yeah.
Graciously accept you can't change everyone's mind and stay considerate when assessing someone else's work. Happy Monica's critique tip of the day.
Bro, where's Monica's life tip of the day?
Life tip.
Where's Monica's sharing tip of the day?
Sharing tip.
Let's change the song to a good old-fashioned, No, it's gonna be the outro. There's no point in playing the outro. Bro, how Dearly Beloved sound? That's way too much. No.
Sounds depressing.
Dun, 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 dun. That's too much. Also, I don't want to get copyrighted because I don't know how Square Enix feels about this.
Keep talking, so they can't hear it. Pick a song right now, pick a song, hurry up. Hurry up, so he's fucking copyrighted. Wait! There.
Oh. Let's just go with this one, fuck it.
I am the one without hope, the word without echoes. He who lost everything, and he who had everything. Last Hauser, in you creaks my last longing. In my barren land, you are the final rose. Ever hear of that poem before, Zero? It's from a Chilean poet named Pablo Neruda. That's one translation I found for it, anyway. Isn't it funny how you can come up with all kinds of interpretations from the same original text? It's like each person translating it out of their own little tweak. Though when it comes to poetry, this actually poses a bit of a conundrum. In a sense, isn't translating a poem like making a completely new one? You're removing all of the carefully chosen words and the intricacies of the text, replacing them entirely with something of your own. So even if you somehow manage to keep the spirit of the original, the style is completely changed. At this point, how much of the text can you say is still the author's and how much is yours? I guess it's pretty hard to evaluate if you're not fluent in both languages. I don't mean to sound like I'm ranting or anything. After all, it's thanks to translations like these that I even know about authors like Neruda. It's just that every time I read one, I can't help but be reminded I might be missing out on some truly amazing works in that tongue. It would be nice to be able to master another language one of these days. I mean, you've seen me practice different languages before, but I'm still far from fluent in any of them. I'm clearly not at a level where I can fully appreciate poetry from other languages yet.
Oh, it's okay, Monica. I can help you practice a language. We can talk about with English.
Uh-huh.
It's the only language I know how to speak, and I can't even speak that well.
Yeah.
That's not nice. Yeah. Sure, Zero, weirdo. You speak Canadian. I don't want to hear it.
I speak, I can kind of speak French a little
What?
bit.
How do you know more than me?
I can't really hold a conversation for that long, I'm gonna be honest.
You still know more than me. I don't know any French.
Well, you know Spanish, don't you?
I just know oui oui pee.
What?
Oui oui.
You know Spanish. You know Spanish.
I do
though,
know a
you
little bit of Spanish, yeah.
Yeah. So then we're equal then.
Cancels each other out.
Mhm.
Hey, Zero. I notice that sometimes you like to take naps.
Sometimes. Yes, sometimes.
Yeah, Zero. I've noticed that you really like to take naps.
Yeah, sometimes. Totally. Sometimes.
Ahem.
A lot of people don't know the benefits of them, and they're a lot more than just going to sleep for a bit. Thank
Oh,
you,
shut
Monica.
up, Monica.
Defend me. This is why you're best girl. Defend me, best girl.
This Monica's defective. What the fuck is she talking about?
Defend me.
The length of time you're asleep is an important factor in how helpful they can be. If you're out for too long, it can be difficult to get back up again, kind of like when you wake up after a full night's sleep. So it's best to rest in 90-minute intervals, since that's about how long a full sleep cycle takes.
That's how long I take. That's an hour. That's an hour 30. Yeah, that's how long my naps usually take.
Power naps are another form of resting. For those, just rest your eyes for about 10 to 20 minutes. They're great for taking a break from your day and clearing your head. And since they're so short, it's really easy to get back into whatever you were doing before.
I just can't go to sleep that fast. In 10
No,
minutes?
that's not
Oh,
you
just
don't
like
have to
closing
sleep.
your eyes. Just close your eyes and
Yeah.
relax for like 10 to 20 minutes, and then you're like, oh, yeah, okay,
That's
yeah,
why
I've
they're
had
called
those.
power naps, because you don't do
That's why
anything.
people say, like, I'm resting my eyes.
Yeah.
Don't be shy about taking naps whenever you think you need to, Zero. Maybe one day you can even rest on my lap.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Why does you always
Yes,
fluster
Zero.
me so?
Yeah, Zero.
No, stop. Everybody stop. Okay. That is the end, I think, of the video.
Okay.
This was a nice time. I think there's still probably plenty of fucking conversations I have not gotten with Monica yet. But, yeah, this was a nice little thing to do. Fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that? I heard that.
Fuck was that?
That didn't come from me, I don't think.
That came from the game, I think. What the fuck was that?
Really?
It's like a drum noise.
Yeah, it sounded. I thought it was TeamSpeak lagging. I thought
What
it was
the
your voice
fuck
lagging.
was that? That sounded like it came from the game. That was weird.
What the fuck?
Tell Monica we love her. But anyway, that is it for this episode of After Story. I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to download this for yourself, the link is in the description below. And yeah, our next After Story video will probably be on the anniversary of DDLC, which will be next month, not this month. I keep thinking DDLC's anniversary is in August, but it's in September.
What? Yeah.
So maybe there might even be one in between that, to be fair. That's an entire month. I can't really guarantee there won't be another one.
I think you're confusing our anniversary with
I am.
DDLC's.
And the frickin' Discord anniversary. There's a lot of things that have
Yeah.
anniversaries in August. But yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.